Adam Schefter reporting Daniel Jones has been named the starting quarterback for the New York Giants on the road. Well, the fans are on your side, but the fans won't be there in Tampa. And Tampa's got a good defense. Yeah, McLevin, you look puzzled.
What happens to Eli now? Any chance that they try
I don't
to trade
know.
him?
I don't know. Everybody's got to worry about Eli and how's he going to take this. And
Any chance? There's a lot of quarterback vacancies that maybe they deal him. I guess he'd have to learn a new offense, so that's going to be hard.
Okay, how much of an upgrade is he?
Jacksonville? Coughlin?
You got Nick Foles, and Foles probably will be back at the end of the season. Like, I don't want to bring Eli into a situation where he might keep the job.
New Orleans, he won't keep the job.
No, but that's only for 6 weeks. I owe this to Teddy Bridgewater if I'm New Orleans, because he could have left for the Miami job. He stayed. I owe this to him, because if you thought that much of him, then let him play. Yeah, Paul.
Yeah, in theory, I'd like to say that the Saints make sense, but it would make sense if Breeze were out for the year.
Yeah.
If Breeze were definitely done for the season, which he's not, 6 weeks, then you put Eli in there and you just give a 6th-round pick for him and let it play out.
And I thought that the Giants would go to Daniel Jones next week, the following week when they have Washington at home. But on the road against Tampa Bay, and Pat Shurmur opened the door because he didn't commit to Eli yesterday. And I said, well, they're going to ask you every single week, who's your starting quarterback? Don't have to ask that now. Unless Daniel Jones doesn't play well this next week, then you might ask, is he still your quarterback the following week? Yeah, McLevin.
He's got no receivers, so it's possible he's not going to be able to do any better.
That's
he
why
can run a little.
If I'm Daniel Jones, I want to play, but I'd like to play when we have a little more talent out there, because look at these other quarterbacks. Sam Darnold has some talent around him. They brought in Le'Veon Bell. Baker Mayfield certainly has talent around him with OBJ, Landry, got a good running back, good tight end. You got Deshaun Watson has good wide receivers, a great wide receiver. Patrick Mahomes has all of that talent there. The guys who struggle are the guys who don't have, Jameis Winston does have talent around him, but, Jameis Winston to me is the problem, not the talent around him. Marcus Mariota doesn't have a lot of talent around him. You got to have talent at that position if you're going to succeed. Jared Goff, you didn't have a talented offensive-minded coach in Jeff Fisher. Then you got that. You got some weapons. They fell in, they lucked out with Cooper Kupp. You brought in some free agents. You got to have weapons if you're going to succeed. I don't expect much out of Daniel Jones against Tampa Bay. Not much at all. And if I'm a Giants fan, I wouldn't expect. If you get something, then great. But I wouldn't expect much out of him. Yeah, Paul.
If you go back to the preseason, all these articles about Eli and Daniel Jones always say, the bye week, week 8, week 9, week 10, right around there when they're not eligible. Nobody had him starting in September.
Nope.
Not calling for it nor predicting it.
No, I didn't think that. I was hoping they wouldn't go to him because he doesn't have any. He's got Saquon Barkley. That's a wonderful talent to have around you. Is the offensive line good? And who are your wide receivers? Yes, McClellan.
And by the way, your defense is terrible.
Yes.
So you're probably not going to win a lot of games anyway. Although that game at Washington in New York next week, that's a good lineup. The Redskins defense has been struggling.
Hey, maybe the Giants trade for Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, they already have Janoris Jenkins, who's kind of seems to want out of town.
But you know what? The reason why the Giants wouldn't do that, because they traded away quote unquote personalities. They're not going to bring in Jalen Ramsey. Not a chance.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.